What's up, my people? I don't cook every night. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to go out and get the food. Just like a lion is hungry and goes out and gets what the hell it wants. It goes out there and tackles the gazelle. We went and we tackled the chicken. We did a couple chickens actually. So, all right. So let me just preface this with saying I didn't know how much I was going to be spending, but I just went up there with the craving, rather, you know, not really thinking about the money, just thinking about the desire to have that chicken, that juiciness. Wow, so good. I love it. So long story short, I wanted to show you what I just spent $24 at Chick-fil-A, and I just want to see what we get here. First off, let's look in the bag and see what we got. I told them Polynesian because I'm a fiend for Polynesian. I don't know if you're like me. I got to have Polynesian, man. It really doesn't. I know it's bad for you. My brother would tell me, like, dude, that shit is terrible. Excuse me, my language. That stuff is terrible for you. And you're right. But, man, it really does make the sandwich. So, what did I get here for $24? I ended up getting, it was $24.13. So, I got one 12-count nugget. And they hooked me up with 6 sauces and 3 spicy chicken sandwiches. And, yeah, very friendly. Everybody was nice, you know. Had a lovely experience as far as that goes. Now, let's see what we have inside here. And I'm going to show you how I get down. Oh, we got an extra nugget at the bottom there. You see that? I'm just kidding. All right, so that one's Kayla's. That one's mine. I hadn't ate since lunch, so you might see me eat a lot of chicken. No, I'm not going to show you that. But I just want to show you what $24 gets you now. 2 sandwiches and some nuggets. Let's see what the nuggets look like. I'm going to split these with Kayla. Kayla, come in here and can you, let's see, grab that plate right there, please. Alright, set it down right here. Perfect. Okay, let me set you down. Oh, look what I'm doing. I just subconsciously... Dude, I'm not joking. I was just subconsciously opening this sauce packet. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even put the forethought into it. Maybe it's because I'm completely mentally drained and exhausted. That Polynesian sauce hits so good. Oh, man, it's delicious. Like, if they told me they were out, that would probably be a game changer. Okay, here's the nuggets. Let's see what we got. Let's do our first dip. Here we go. Let's do one for me, one for you. Well, there's 12, so we know. I just need to get 6 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's do this one, 6. Okay, these are mine, and these are yours. You can have the box. All right, let's do the first dip. You want some sauce? You can have a sauce. Help yourself. I know you love Polynesian like me. Oh, man, look how the sauce, look how the chicken just dipped into the sauce. Just like it's taking a bath. And it wants to be in there. It wants to dip around and roll around just like I do. If I had a human-sized bathtub with this Polynesian sauce, I might do the same thing, dip around in there and eat it. But hopefully nobody's going to do this to me and take a big old bite. I'm just kidding for sound effects. That was good, though. Wow, that dip was amazing. That batter is so crispy and delicious. You can tell if they're really greasy how hot the fryer was. These are a little bit greasy, but hell, it's going to be a little bit greasy. It just came out of a fryer. What do you expect? All right, here's chicken nugget number 2. You have a sandwich too, Kayla, don't you, baby? That's good. Wow, that is so good. So, I'm almost done with my nuggets. I don't want these to get cold. That's why I'm devouring these first. They do have other sauces. Sorry, I want to free up my hand here. Wow, it's so good. So savory. I'm not sure what spices they use, but it is perfect. Whatever they're using, it's just right. But it's on to the chicken now. So that's good. That chicken's really delicious. I mean, I'm trying to justify the spending of the money. I didn't feel like cooking. Honestly, man. I can't work all day, do the dishes, do the dang laundry, help people, fix everybody's problems. That's basically what I do for my job. I take a bunch of people that reach out to me. They have problems. All these people have problems, and then they call me for the solution. I feel like I've developed a reputation of being able to come up with a solution fairly easy, and I like that. I like being there for people. I like helping people. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but it drains you. You help all day long, and eventually somebody's got to help you, right? And so right now I'm helping myself. Since nobody's going to cook for me, look at that. I ripped it off. It kind of looks a little weird, but I'm going to go for this first bite. So worth it. So juicy. Look at the Polynesian running off the side. Wow. Just drizzling. It's about to start running out the back, too. Look at there. A little back drip going on. That's not good. We'll see. Which side do we eat then? Let's go with this. Pretty interesting. Chick-fil-A actually invented the chicken sandwich. Other people try to take claim to that, but they did. They invented the chicken sandwich. I don't know much more than that. Fun fact, but I really get great service at Chick-fil-A. That's one thing you know. All right, so let's talk about the facts. What are you going to get at Chick-fil-A? You're getting something that's high quality, right? You're getting something that's really high quality, and look at here. It's got the operator's name here. I've met this person before. I don't know her personally, but you know, my friend knows this person, and she has really high standards. And so every Chick-fil-A is going to have an owner that's going to have these high standards. But I like how it has the number up here. I'm not sure if that's to the store or if that's actually to this person. Knowing this person, it might actually be to this person so that, you know, they stay on top of what's going on. But the quality's there is what I'm getting at. I know it's going to be quality. I know I'm getting this high quality sandwich. I'm getting it from someone who's going to actually make me feel like, even if they don't, they make me feel like they're happy I'm there and that they appreciate me and appreciate my business. I've been to that location one time where I didn't feel appreciated, but it's only been one time, and you know, I'm not going to address that here. But that was not her fault. It's not really the store overall. It's just this person they had working there. But anyways, long story short, I always consistently get high quality food there, and so what does it do? It brings you back, and it has you tell other people about it too. I mean, most everybody knows about Chick-fil-A by now, right? Here's another thing I like to do. You see how it's at the end? I like to take, and it only works when you're halfway. See, I got a pretty good grip on this sandwich. This thing's heavier than you think now. It's got a little weight to it. And that's why you also know you're getting your money's worth. You're not getting this sandwich that's full of breader, and you're actually getting some real chicken in there. It's not mystery meat. But long story short, I'll take this in and dip it in here like this and just work the corners. Oh yeah. Once you get all that sauce out of there, it's the best bite ever. You see why they don't put me on the Chick-fil-A commercial, don't you? With the, I bet they're smacking. This is a part of life. I had to make a decision. Do I want to cook? Do I want to go out and get some food? Right? And I had to look at my budget. You might think, well, dang on, it's only fast food. But look, we got $24 worth, and we got 3 sandwiches. We didn't get any fries or drinks or anything like that. I'm going to use my own drinks here, and I'm going to save, because those fries aren't the healthiest. They are delicious, don't get me wrong. All this stuff is delicious. Everything they make there is super awesome, super delicious. I imagine they considered it taking a risk having 2 Chick-fil-A's in this town. I remember there being a little challenge getting that location in there. Maybe it's because they had to tear down that old school to put it in there. Maybe it's because they had 2 Chick-fil-A's in what they consider like a semi-small town. It's about, I mean, yeah, I consider this to be a medium, like an almost medium town. Wilson used to, I feel like used to have more people. I feel like there's, I don't know. Let me stop talking. I don't know the facts on that, but maybe it's because I just don't venture out that much. Long story short, I'm glad that Chick-fil-A is there. It's a good location, and you can always count on high quality food and fast service. They came out right up to my truck and brought it to me. And I'm pretty happy with the quality of the food that I'm getting. So, anyways, Polynesian is the best. And shout out to Pam Bondi, my girl Pam. She's in there now, and it's very exciting because she's going to be able to investigate and give authorization to investigate certain areas that they just have had off limits. And you see what it is. It's their little money laundering scam that they have set up. They've been scamming you and I, the American people, the taxpayers. How do they do it? Well, you see these massive bills that they come out with, and they tell you one day before it's time to vote on it, or 3 hours before it's time to vote on it. So massive that you couldn't possibly know what all is in that bill. Well, that's how they do it. And they cram it full of pork barrel, I think it's called pork barrel spinning. And so what they'll do is, I know Kayla's in charge of Kayla's in charge of something I need, right? And so since she has jurisdiction or control over that area, I have control over another area or another state. We might want to work together and come up with a deal, right? We want a deal that benefits both of us, of course. Not only is it going to benefit our state, possibly, potentially, you hope so, but a lot of times these people aren't even benefiting the state, and that's the hard truth about it. The money's not going to the people. It says U.S. aid, and they make you feel bad, like, oh, we're cutting off this humanitarian aid, but no. Transgender studies in other countries, all the stuff, I know you heard about it, I don't need to repeat it. But it should make you sick, because I've worked all my life hard, and I paid into the tax system. They say we may not have Social Security whenever I retire. You know, the thought of me working my whole life and maybe potentially not having Social Security, how that makes me feel, right? And then you look at all this wasteful spending, knowing good and damn well that we could all have Social Security guaranteed if they would just do what's right. They would just man up and not have to cheat. And that's what they do. They cheat. As long as you don't have your eye on them at all times, it's like a thief. You let a thief in your house, you let your damn guard down. Man. Let me tell you about this pizza that I had in my house one time. I just brought up this memory of this guy named Josh. I used to work it with Josh at the Polo outlet in Smithfield. And Josh, for some reason, he wanted to kind of hang out. Like there was a promise of maybe going to go to a party or meet up with some people, stuff like that. So I remember I was staying at my mom and stepdad's house, and after work we decided, I can't remember all the details, but anyways, long story short, we ended up back at my mom's house so I could take a shower and get dressed so we could go out and do what we needed to do, go meet these girls, And so I had to take a shower, and I left that dude alone in the house like an idiot. I was just so naive. I just didn't know. I didn't understand that people were creeps, And so I let my guard down. I took a shower. I got out, and this dude's like, "Yeah, man. Hey, yeah. I just like, I maybe we something came up. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. I need to, catch a ride back to Smithfield, or, if you don't mind taking me home." I didn't think nothing of it, and then here comes a couple days later. Here's my stepdad asking me, "Hey man, have you seen my watch? Like, why is X and Y and Z missing?" Come to find out, they thought it was me. I would never steal from them or anybody else. I'm not a thief. But this piece of named Josh that I let in my house stole my stepfather's watch. And, I've always felt bad about that. But long story short, you can see I'm just jumping from tangent to tangent. I'm just letting you know you got to be careful who you trust. You got to be careful who you let around your family and in your life. People you think you can trust are just trying to take advantage of you as soon as you let your guard down. So, long story short, maybe don't trust people named Josh. No, it can't be all Joshes. Some Joshes are good. But this particular piece of shit just stole from me like it was nothing. Imagine riding the whole way home 30 minutes. This person's concealing items they just took from you, and you have no clue. Well, I mean, like, I guess I was just really naive. Call me an idiot. You probably think that, but I guess I just trusted someone, and it's hard to trust somebody after you do trust someone and they screw you over like that. It's kind of hard to trust other people and let other people in. To be honest with you, that's why people have their guard up, and it's kind of like a good woman, man. I remember when I was younger, I've dated several good women that were so innocent and sweet, and it's like, I don't know how to explain it. There's this potential to break their heart and to destroy the trust that they have in relationships and men in general for the foreseeable future, maybe their whole life, depending on how you treat them at a young age. And at a young age, I didn't realize some of the repercussions of the ways you act, or trying to date multiple women at the same time, or all the things that go along with being a player was big back in the day, and men had really like a way to dominate women. We don't really have that same control anymore, I don't feel like. But it used to be so easy. But women got smart. It's sad. It's to the point where women have become way smarter than men in that regard. They become the players and the hustlers and the ones that are able to, basically the same thing, be players, be the ones that like come over and see you, and you think that maybe that's the only one they're seeing. They're probably seeing 4 or 5 different people. That's terrible, man. That's what the modern teenager and young people have to experience. I can only imagine what y'all are going through. Holy cow. I was a little bit younger. I was a little bit before. I don't know how to explain it. We actually talked on the phone. You got to meet people. You got to go to parties. It was so much better before the cell phone. I'm telling you. You want to know what's going on, you go around to someone's house and just find out what's going on. Just show up. It wasn't a big deal. And maybe you and your friends get up, and then you find out about somebody's party, and next thing you know, you're going to their house and party. It's like maybe this stuff goes on now, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. But hell, what is? I'll tell you what is the same. Polynesian sauce. Every time I open the pack, deliciousness right here. You got to check this out. Sugar. It's not high fructose corn syrup. Let's see if it's in there. I think they changed that. I guarantee you it used to be that way. Corn cider vinegar, distilled vinegar, tomato paste, salt, paprika, mustard seed, modified cornstarch, beet juice for color. Look, beet juice for color, no red, number 3. I wonder if they just changed up their stuff, or have they been doing it like this whole time? I just didn't realize it. I don't know. But dude, that was a delicious chicken sandwich, and I got the spicy one too, so it's got that bite on your tongue. Really spicy. So what am I going to do? I've got to do something here about that. What have I got here? Nice trusty mug. So I've got a couple options here. It's a little too late for the iced coffee. I don't think I need any more of that. Let's do this. My favorite fruit punch. I think I've got like a couple sips left here. See this or the old trusty water? Yeah, I got a couple little sips left here. But you definitely need this after the spicy sandwich. You see, I didn't have to get the combo. If I'd have got the combo, you don't even want to know how much that would have cost. It probably would have been in the 40s. I'm not joking. Probably $38 to $40. I'm not joking, just for some carbohydrates. That soda's terrible for you. Not that this is perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than that syrup, that high fructose corn syrup that Pepsi and Coca-Cola pump out. That shit. That's terrible for you. But anyways, you probably heard me ramble for enough. I mean, enough for one night. And yeah. Keep it real, man. Polynesian, that's where it's at. Get you some. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Don't pretend like I don't have this other sandwich over here. Should I eat it? Should I save it? I guess we'll find. You'll have to just guess. Tell me what you think I did with it. Have a good night.